Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I am joined by my little brother Torin, and we are going to show you the books that we have gotten in the month of July. Mainly, all these books were purchased during the 4th of July weekend, so let's just get into it.
So, the first things that I got, or what my brother got me, was Naruto volumes 1 through 3 in one. I finished it on the 4th of July. It was good. And the other thing that my brother got me was Dragon Ball, the Viz Big Edition, Volume 3. And when it's like called a Viz Big, it's pretty big.
The normal 3-in-1 size is like this, but the Viz Big is like that. So it's a lot bigger, and the page quality is a lot higher, and the cover has like one of those flaps on it, which is really cool, and yeah.
And then as a souvenir, since I read the book Dragon Ball, my brother got me the 4-star Dragon Ball.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Pew.
So the rest of the books we got during the weekend while we went to Savannah, Georgia to celebrate the 4th of July with our families, and all the books that I got are really old, so there's not going to be any new releases or anything like that in my books, and yeah, let's just get to it. So the first book that I got is this really old edition of the Stories from Herodotus. If you guys don't know, I'm a classical studies major, so I love ancient Greek history, and Herodotus was the founder of history, so I am really curious to get to this and read a little bit about it and all that wonderful stuff. This is what the cover looks like. It's really cool and I love it a lot.
So when we were in Savannah, I was wanting to go to like a comic book store and stuff, so we went to this comic book store. It was called Planet Fun, and the first book I got was Naruto volumes 4 through 6.
Also, we've started watching this anime show and it's hilarious, so my brother's really enjoying these manga books and I think it's awesome. But this is just some of the artwork and what it looks like in the manga. So the next things I got are all in this like collection. It's called the Junior Classics collection. I didn't get all of them because they didn't have them all in the store, but they look like this. This is the 4th volume, and this one is about hero tales, and it's a collection where each book has a different theme. So this book has hero tales in it, and it's all different heroes. Like, some of the stories are the departure of Telemachus, the adventures of Odysseus, the forging of Sampo, Roland and Oliver, etc., etc. I think they're really cool. I think I like the spines the best. They have like different people on the spines, and the end pages are pretty cool. So yeah, so there's this one. And then I got volume 7, which is the animal book. So it's got books with animals. I don't know if you can see that. And this is the cover. And I got volume 8, which is stories from history, which I like history, so that's fine. It's got a woman on the side with a staff. There's like the actual picture of her. Volume 9 is sport and adventure, and that's the picture on the spine is right there. And the last book that they had there in the collection was book 10, which I think is the last one, and that is poetry and the reading guide and the indexes, and it has a picture of this guy fishing in a bucket. So these are what the books look like all lined up. It's really cool. They're different colors, and I'm very happy to have them. I'm gonna be looking out for 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6.
So also, as we were at Planet Fun, I was looking around for this Ultimate Spider-Man series, because it's really hard trying to get the volumes of the series. I only got 1 and 2 and 14, which is like super lucky. They had 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, and 16. So it was...
So Torin got all of them.
I got all of them. And it was actually a really great deal.
Yeah, they're usually...
like $17 and $18.
Yeah, they're usually like $18, and he got each one for like $5 or $6 each, so...
It was a really good deal.
Yeah, he got all of them.
First one is volume 3, and it's Double Trouble. I don't know what it's about, but I'm going to read it. And the next one is volume 4, which is Legacy. And then the next one is volume 5, and that is Public Security. Next one, volume 7. They didn't have volume 6, so that was kind of disappointing, but at least I got some of them. Is responsible. And then the next one is volume 8, and that is Cats and Kings. Volume 9, Ultimate 6. Volume 10 is Hollywood. Next one is Volume 11, and that is Carnage, which is basically Carnage is a smaller version of Venom. Then it's Volume 12, which is Superstars, and that is what's the
Human Torch.
The Human Torch
From Fantastic Four.
Yep. And then Volume 13, Hobgoblin. And then Volume 15, which I already have Volume 14, which we snagged at a comic book store in Gainesville when I stayed with my brother. And that is Silver Sable. And the last one is Ultimate Spider-Man Deadpool.
I love Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool is hilarious. We read Deadpool.
And what's cool about this series is that when you line up all the spines, it goes red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. So it'll look really good when they're all together and he has all the volumes.
Except Volume 2, which we ordered offline, and it was white.
It came up, it was like the Platinum Edition or something, so the spine is actually white. Whoops. So since Torin got so many comics, they threw in this magazine thing that has a bunch of the upcoming covers of a lot of the books that are coming out. So like Captain Marvel Rises, and I don't know what this other one is, but it's right there. He also threw in some Naruto playing cards, and so there's Ino Yamanaka. I don't know how to say words, but yeah, so they threw in some playing cards, which was really cool and nice of him. I don't know if that's standard because we don't really go to very many comic book stores, but yeah, it was cool of them. So then we went to an antique shop and I found some books that are called the Junior Deluxe Editions, and I don't think they're like rare or anything, but I thought they were really cool looking, and I decided that I would start collecting them because why not? I don't have a lot of classical children's literature, and I like children's literature, so this is perfect. So the first one that I got is Gulliver's Travels, and they're the really cool editions, and the spines are different colors, and sometimes the pages on the top are different colors, so like this one has yellow tops to the pages, and yeah, I really like them. They're really cool and cute, and they have deckled edges, which is really awesome. Then I picked up Daniel Boone Wilderness Scout, because I don't really know anything about Daniel Boone besides the fact that he wore a raccoon hat, and the spine is green and the pages are red. Only on the top though. I don't know why just the tops are colored, but yeah. Then we got Penrod and Sam. I've never heard of this book before, but this was like the oldest one that they had at the store, and I decided to pick this one up, and the top of it is, I think the top used to be blue, but it's kind of faded now. Then I picked up Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. You can just see the illustrations, and the pages of the book are red. And the last one that I picked up is Pinocchio. For some reason the back of it isn't illustrated, only on this edition, and the tops are also red. So when you put them on the shelf, they're all different colors, and I think they have like pink and purple books as well, but these are just the ones that I decided to pick up this time. I think whenever I go to antique shops, I'll look for some of these editions and the other edition books that I had and collect them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Pokemon.
And at the same time, as we were at the antique shop, one of the ones I got was the Funeral Arrangements Part 2, The Spectacular Spider-Man, Vulture's Next Victim, Aunt May. And it's just an old issue that was made in...
issue number 187.
And this was made when my brother was born.
92, baby. Woo woo.
Woo! And the next one is The Beginning, A New Era of Greatness for Spider-Man, and this is like Spider-Man is, I don't know. And then coincidentally, these two Acts of Vengeance, Fantastic Four facing the universe's most powerful villains, and it is issue 334 and 335, and then the last one is Fantastic Four Annual, and it was made in 1983. Woo. So
the last book that I picked it up today, which is Sunday, and I picked up Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. I don't know how to say that, but this is the Barnes & Noble collectible editions, the children's books. I already have this edition of Peter Pan, so I decided that I'm just going to collect all the collections and put them on my shelf because they look really cool together. And yeah, I've never read Black Beauty. I think it's a story about a horse, but this has really cool illustrations in it. Like, they look really old and such, so I'm excited to get to this one and have it on my shelf. So those are all the books that we got on the 4th of July weekend. I have another book haul that I'm going to be doing somewhat soon because I've already started collecting books that are up there. All the books that are turned the wrong way are books that are new that I'll be hauling soon. And I also have more books at the top of my shelf that need to be hauled, so yeah, look forward to that. If you have gotten any of these books or you know anything about any of these books, please let us know, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye!
And then... La 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 la.